My purpose now, good evening again. The program we dey watch now, UDUOTA. For this side, UDUOTA means heart of the matter. And the heart of the matter, na me all of us do every evening, Mondays and Friday. You think when they always take time to watch this program, you to the one that special person because all of us now did this journey of growth and development of our country, Nigeria. My name again, I'm Apololo, and I will there to discuss the different ventures that happen for this country. But today, I want to see a day around, which I want to make you to be part today for inside this program. We'll release our phone number to make you talk how that thing affect you. But before we do that, we will meet our special guest this evening, H.R. Urobe, the one person we see in academician, and Isabidi talk about how to train up children. Well, okay, Urobe, good evening.
Good evening, my brother. My people for us are good to know.
Etiosa Igebo, na young man and a politician. He the plan for politics well. In fact, as a matter of fact, for the last election for Edo State, in contest as the state secretary for your political party, will be APC. But today, of course, yes, they don't really get winner, but in a politician. Okay, Etiosa, good evening.
Good evening. Good evening, viewers.
Okay, Echoya. This matter, it can't get us to be. If person go market, they will tell you, say, this sweet, na 5 naira. Tomorrow when you go back, they tell you for 5 naira today, will be Friday. By tomorrow they say they say na 6 naira. By Monday they say na 8 naira. By Friday again they say na 12 naira. The thing just go. What thing they happen?
Hey, my people for house, I greet you again. The issue of waiting they happen, now they call inflation. But now ordinary man, layman go just say hard life. Now hard life now they happen so. Then they look waiting cause up. Because not be so it be before. If you now look how we take they come, you know, we say the way price of materials till they go up. If you continue like this, very soon everybody will run away from Nigeria. And they actually don't they run now. Some person said, they talk say, to run away, even if you see say now die, now it better pass to stay for where we did for this Nigeria. Now there one man still take and make a joke, say, on the judgment day, if God want judge Nigeria case, God will get pity well because he not sure say he creates even hell way hot past Nigeria. One man say when two men come go, he come say where is this man from they come? They say Nigeria. They judge one way come from Italy, they just judge them straight. Judge another one from America, judge them straight. But when they come to Nigeria, God come the look book. They come say God, they hold you know the look book. They say yes, this Nigeria matter, it don't pass it. But now by grace, his own grace, now he want to review her. He can't say, no Nigeria don't go heaven. People want to begin protest. They say, no, if you are not waiting this man the face sees, you will know say, I didn't know we give a respect. He did health sees. So that one a joke, my people. Now we day I be life, now we day. So what thing they call this kind hardship when you will go market today, you spend one money like this, you go another one, you spend again higher. Now issues now be economics. People when they read book, now they get them for law. And we know say na natural law. It is a question of the law of supply and the demand. Now they call some. If demand at waiting people, the way people want something pass waiting the people bring come make them get, they will be what they call scramble. They will fight for and I me one get and I me one get them. And you know say naturally the person wey dey sell when he see say many people he get 5 items 20 people they queue up say now they want take am one he know say no go reach but they have to buy so he will come say okay make me raise the price up so that he will maximize gain there. But again, that kind of money, according to economics, now circle now a day. The thing they rub off, what they call rub off inflation. If they rub off on every sector, Now we dey talk of goods and services. In Nigeria, for example, e get the measure wey dem take dey measure whether we dey live well or we don dey live well. The latest wey dem release for June 2021 be say 70 million Nigerians are living below the poverty line. 70 million out of about 200 million. They are living below the poverty line. In other words, they know they are alive. Wetin dey mean be by this be say na NBS, National Bureau of Statistics, na e release the figure. E come say for Nigeria today, anybody wey live below $335 a year, that is an equivalent of 134,000 naira, 477 naira. If your salary less than 147,000 a year, it means you are not alive. And they can't say, when they can't calculate how many people don't do that, like they can't say more than 70% of people who even they work, no, they get up to that. So they now said Nigeria is a poor country. Now wetin dey cause am? Cause of inflation in many. Maybe time no go even permit, but I will just quickly mention the one for food inflation. Just food wey people dey eat, wetin dey cause am? Say you buy bread today 200 naira, tomorrow you go they tell you 250, you go again at 400. Now chain of production, wetin dey cause am? Wetin dey take dey make this bread? Who dey make am? Where from dey come? Flour, where from dey come? The baking powder, where from dey come? The people wey wan make am, wetin dem go eat? How much dem go earn? So when you look am, the way the things take dey come, e come high pass how much they go make and make them sell am. You know, say our people they talk say any reasonable person wey dey sell, he must sell the way when he take buy, otherwise he will be a foolish person. You no go buy product for 2 naira, you go sell am for 1 naira. Why you will be like that? So the way we dey buy, e high pass how we will come sell later. That's why the thing go dey go up and they go up and they go up. Now, apart from that natural law of buying and selling, supply and demand, e get one factor, a major factor wey dey cause Nigeria old. You know, say anything wey cause Nigeria, e must get tail. Why? E get which one? The one wey we go call the Nigerian syndrome. They will call am Nigerian factor. Anything wey we dey do at all, we must look for how to surcharge our neighbor, how to cut corner, how to cheat. Now the role of the middleman, you will say farmer wey go farm go bring plantain come. Ordinarily, if you like sell the head of plantain 500 naira, but the market women and the market men wey hang for road like where soldier ant dey gather for food, no go gree. As e dey bring the plantain come from market, they go say make no put am for ground. If e dey drop am for ground, they go charge am say for dropping it, come pay for ground. For this Nigeria, people for house, una know wetin we dey talk now. For dropping that product first for ground, they will pay. Then they will come tell am make e go one side. Say e no go fit talk how much e go sell that plantain. Na market woman wey no know farm, wey don hang around for market, now go say, oga, this your plantain wey you bring so na 150, na dem dey buy am. And no matter how the man go talk reach, you know, they know price and pass that one. If you carry and go meet another one, they will say na 150. If carry and go meet another one, they will say na 150. So it will go frustrate the man. Then they will buy am for that 150. They will just say na 1,000. They will sell am. And you will not go farm. You drive motor come. You want to go buy plantain. They will tell you it's 1,000. Then you will come say why? Now President Buhari calls this one now. They will say go ask am. But again, when you look am, the man wey bring am come, he need money. The woman wey wan sell am, buy make I buy, he need money. The person wey go come sell am for, he need money to take buy. So now they say na chain na the thing be. Then after they don sell, if they agree make they even sell, the market women wan carry am go from Usolu market go Oregbeni market. They go hire a motor. The driver will tell you say, for my motor now 1,000 you will pay for one head. They will struggle, they will argue, you know, will agree. It goes, okay, I agree. That 1,000, not be the woman will pay him. It will transfer am. Wetin they call ripple effect. It will transfer am go meet the next person in the chain of command, in the chain of consumption. Buying and selling.
Sir, if you somebody who say you spend small time for Nigeria, small time for London, small time for other country. This evening, my cousin called to tell me, say, for London, say, for how many years, chicken still remain £1.
Yes.
So, if chicken remain for £1,
Yeah.
not 1 year, not 2 years,
Yes.
not 20 years, to the extent that even the wristwatch when he buy, when he did for 100 level, when the papa buy, give him, he graduates, serve, marry, come born, come go back to London. The wristwatch when the papa buy for him, take do give am gift, say he get admission, na still the same price. That chicken wey £1 when it still be 2 years, he grow become graduate. Today, my people na dey hear o. Today, come graduate, come born. His children still need that same chicken for £1. Sir, what did happen?
Well, just to come off and answer your question directly, I go want quite quickly just say a little thing on waiting our senior brother don't talk since. All the aspect and the point we make are very correct aspect of the issue of why problems there when it comes to food security. Then, having mentioned those points, there are other areas where involve the bigger house that I call fiscal policy, which means those who the country and a government of a country suppose get these technocrats that they talk about, economic experts, financial experts, you know, issues of food production, when it comes to management, operational management of these people where they enforce rules and regulations. For example, somebody brings something come from market. They say you no go fit put on here. The minute you put on here, you go pay levy. That levy no go end for who want seller for market. You go transfer am to who want consumer. That is one aspect. For London own, why those things be like that? Now because say the fiscal policy of that country in every aspect, from production, consumption, has institutional arrangement where they control them. Not to say it not go ever go up.
Wait, you get institutional arrangement where they control them.
Yes.
So wait, move no Russia. Where because no say this is not a pidgin program. Where they get concerned, we say 80% of the leaders of this country, they go to do social London.
Yes.
If, for instance, you are the governor of CBN,
Yes.
or you are the minister of health,
Yes.
or you are the minister, or you are the governor of Delta State,
Yes.
or the governor of East State, or a senator,
Yes.
you go UK. This one when you buy for your pikin, when it be 2 years,
Yes.
it still be like that 22 years after. You no go ask yourself, say that kind of thing I can't come to your own country.
It's a man I tell you, because of the time we'll get for this program, you're not going to reach us to digress and expatiate on every topic regarding the issues of what they affect us for life.
Yeah.
The way people go fully to understand now.
Okay.
It a bit bloated in a way to say what you buy 20 years ago, now still the same price. You know why? Enough it be. Because the price of the product of crude, when they use it, they make many of those things, still they go up, they come down. But what government does in those countries, say, when I say institution, there are some things where government they subsidize.
And we know if you do.
So that, wait now, they will subsidize, and even food that they subsidize. If chicken at £1.20 for UK this year, if you come back 3 years later, it will be £1.46. It not go too high. So that anybody, if you go shop, go buy chicken chop. Because government, they subsidize that for their people. So that make jealousy not there. For here, people feel say in they buy better chicken. You know if you eat chicken. It literally costs wahala. So it comes down to what they call fiscal policy. If you look at what happened during the time of the world financial crisis, when the pigs nation, Portugal, Ireland, Italy, Spain, and Greece, and when they collapsed after the war in Afghanistan, when the countries will get good holdings, the US, they finance them, like Portugal, Euro 2004. They just throw away money, give them loans. Those loans things not be very good thing. If they carry loans, you can't be complacent. It be like say, who get money, just spend down. You not put some away for the rainy day. So what they're supposed to do, they work on revenue generation. Things where government supposed to do, they show up how the processes they run. We're going to give government enough money to manage and create more institutions as the population will grow, to make sure say these processes are followed stage by stage. So that this issue of inflation will come. Inflation, now when people to spend money, government will tighten the inflation rate. So that things go expenses more. So you quickly hold your money back. So what it be like the issue of crude price. The countries and city balance the market. Sometimes after the collapse, they reduce the interest rate to almost 0.25. Even for America, person will get $2 million. If they reduce the interest rate by half, money will come value to $1 million. But later, when they constantly increase the rate, the money will constantly grow up to maybe $2.5 million or $3 million. These mechanisms, they are our system. Oh, but the problem is that they know they feel use them.
Why?
Because why? Raw materials we get, but we not reproduce anything. Cocoa, for instance, though, we'll cultivate cocoa for good land. That cocoa will sell and cheap abroad. Yes, it is good selling naira to foreign currency. Inflow to come is good because now demand and supply. When America or British people, they demand our cocoa now. We feel make shakara say we go settle now at a certain price. But what in the market they do, there's a lot of politics involved. Who produce them, they'll pay them small. The middlemen where they talk will buy them. They'll come sell them at a premium price to those people. And if they produce 1,000 cocoa now, they fit carry 950 of that cocoa export them. We not going to see and use. That cocoa, when they use that do chocolate, by the time it come by, the price will go up where. Knowing fully well that the diesel will say they process most of them where electricity not balance. We say they import them. So when you can't look this overheads of production, and you can't look at the way people they earn, and the issue of this corruption where they talk so, and money full everywhere. If we're not that careful, one day we'll end up like Zimbabwe, where you will get $1, it will give you almost 1,000, 100,000 naira. Or you get $1, it will give you almost 200,000 naira. Your money will come there somewhere because why? If you are not producing enough, nobody will demand your goods. Now, when person demand your good, now you go make shakara for them.
Okay,
say,
okay.
I'm not going to sell for you at
you know what I get what to know ask of now. The law of economic policy, yes, where they say they manage economy.
Yes.
For the world, Nigeria own syllabus different.
See, let me tell you why Nigeria's situation different. That is when we talk about leadership. For you to do this, is when I did my master's in England, I did it on all these issues of financial issues, currency and production, supply and demand, the issue of inflation and deflation, the issue of when you know they produce anything at all. There's nothing you to show up your foreign reserve. You know you not diversify your economy.
What foreign reserve?
Foreign reserve means say, like with the sell crude oil now, it get excessive amount of government they put for abroad to show up borrowing. If you want to borrow money from me, say 100,000, I know say you feel pay back in 1 month. I feel give you at a rate of say 10%. If you want to borrow 100,000, I know say you don't feel pay me in 1 year. I feel tell you say if you borrow 100,000 at 200 you pay. Automatically the hit don't do your body. So now those money we will get for foreign reserve, now they give us easy borrowing ability. So that the borrowing percentage of payments to pay back is not too high. But if you don't borrow, they borrow at a premium rate. Money when you take the finance those premium, no matter what you produce, because your production is day limited, you can't be burdened on the country. Like Brazil now, when they did World Cup, they have over $400 billion in their foreign reserve. As the country they produce, as they buy Brazilian goods, government they make sure say that they keep most of those money. We get human capacity, we get raw materials, we not get electricity, we not get infrastructure. Person will produce cocoyam or plantain for village. In what kind of company, you use almost 2,000 to transport them. Whether if to say road good, and we they utilize as we get fuel, we get crude oil, we they produce fuel here. If for they cheaper, because for Qatar, fuel cheaper water because they get crude oil. So 2,000 naira to transport. If you use 200 to transport, you don't know say you go fit sell cheaper. So all these issues for Nigeria, they struggle to get grasp of them, to see how they fit the government now.
Okay. Yeah. We can ask you. I asked somebody today, the economists where the CBN governor read, and all those them are made. You know there was one made one made that will be, I think it was a CBN governor,
yes.
and Idika Kalu, and many, even the Clementine song, where the former governor want to know whether he don't die now,
Cross River.
Or for Cross River. The law of economies that they read in Nigeria and the work for our universities is different from other people. How come that all these professors, that professor, this one, when they enter government, it go look like say not the same thing.
No, not be the same thing now. Huh? You know, say
any provoke
Nigeria.
Okay, the syllabus of economic policy for Nigeria is different.
You know, say as I talk and just now say when they go meet God, God will say na Nigeria case. You see, anyway, our people for us, it be like laughing matter, but not serious matter. It get what they call local content policy implication and application. Some of us, they go, they read books, they read and here, read and there, bring and come. But when it comes to implementation, that is where the problem is. Not be say they don't see who want go or Palace go testify, but the person will get cloth where go. You will not be admitted there. People who should actually handle these things are there. But when it come here, they are everywhere in Nigeria. So
the one, that is the ones where they now. Not with the same book there is.
Now the same book. They make I tell you now. You know, see, I say implementation, application and implementation. See, in Nigeria, anything we do is tied to politics. That is just it. Anything at all is politics. They will say, "Oh, this is the intention of government," but they will now say, "What is the political gain of that venture?" That is just it. So that up to the point that even education that we are talking about, politicians see it as a public good. Like Wike accused federal government, say you will say you want to do law school here, do law school there, you want to score cheap political points. You want to see it as a gift to the people. And this is right for the people. So politicians want to look for opportunity, avenue to say, this is what I want to do. For example, each time I lie down and I think about Nigerian problem, I will say, supposing I have opportunity to actually handle the Nigeria economy for 1 year, what will be my focus? Agriculture. That is just it. That money, this money you are borrowing, for example, for election alone, now you say you want to spend 100 billion to do election in 2023. Election that will not give you anything. That is, election is not an investment. Politicians, you can prove me wrong. Election is a waste of fund because you want to select your leaders. Ordinarily, if we were operating as civilized people in civilized climes, election is select those who will be at the forefront because everybody cannot be there. That thing should not cost Nigeria 100 billion. If you put 100 billion on agriculture, in another 1, 2, 3 years, Nigerian food problem will be over. But who will talk about it? Politicians are looking at, okay, we will give INEC 100 billion. INEC, how much we really get to INEC at the end of the day? That is left for INEC and the politicians to talk about. Okay, so when you are talking of, these are the reasons why the economic policies not the work.
Okay.
Because when you vote, when you budget, that don't mount. You don't reach where you
go. Get some eggheads for this country.
Yes.
If Professor Konji Uwala, a Nigerian citizen, can be in the World Bank, and she's
solving world problems. You go
solving world problems.
Yes, we can't solve our own.
Then, Adesina Kinwumi Abi.
Yes.
It is for African Development Bank.
ADB.
I can't imagine that for Nigeria, we're going to buy bread 800 naira.
Yes.
When we have these intelligent people in different positions in the world, running the world economy.
Yes.
Where we get around?
You see, make I tell you something. Okonjo Iweala, she did what she did now. Adesina did what they did. Even if our big brother here is the one who is the head of the Nigerian economy. You know, go still succeed to a large extent because institution now like a complete body. Just be like say you see human being now. You don't know whether you get malaria. You don't know whether you get typhoid. You don't know whether you get iron for leg. You don't know whether they're disabled as you sit down. So for the country to work economically, yes, you need those good economic experts. With all those smart brains, evidently, we get a lot of them for this our society. Yeah. But the problem, the biggest problem, because of the approach and the character approach to things and the issue of the slight division on ethnicity, where some of our people never feel to get wrong, now make it difficult to piece them together. You see the economic issue as a football team, for example. If you get weak defender, you get weak goalkeeper, you get weak midfielder, you get weak attacker, you see say everywhere the whole thing will crash. So to show up those things, as you talk about, Okonjo-Iweala was once a finance minister in this country. Yeah. But I can tell you, if you go check her record when she be finance minister, you see a lot of things what she do is still wrong. Perhaps maybe because the power not reach him. He was trying. Like I come here one time, I talk, say, when President Buhari took over Nigeria, the country was actually in recession. After a while, COVID-19 hit, the world economy stopped. So it is not been easy to keep the country running. Because the minute economy stop for one day, the overheads where you go get not be small. So my point is this. Somebody like the former CBN governor was there. Unfortunately, some of these privileged people who don't hold certain economic position will come up, talk, say, they'll just pronounce words, that's what we just do, and that's what it will just be. Whereas if they really want to go deep down into the matter, the problem will be solved from the grassroots. In agriculture today, I can tell you that the northern part of Nigeria, they do exceptionally well for agriculture.
Highly.
Do you know why? Their orientation. Yes. We already did the dilemma. Yes. When I mean their orientation, a very serious issue.
Okay, 1 minute. You talk for northern part of the country. All right, both of us, make we open our telephone line. We look at the state of the economy and the way things still bite. Where prices of food, prices of rice, prices of plantain, prices of tomato, prices of bread, everything. They go up, 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 they come down. How it did affect you for your area? Call us and let us know some of these things. Like when we talk, we always advocate for the use of language, not to abuse Mr. President, not to insult the governor, not to talk about use of kind of words for this program. Please just go straight to the point, because in every industry there are rules. Call us, maybe let us know how the economy be for your state where they reach, or for the country where they call us, where they watch us this evening. I just say they talk to us.
So when I say the northern Nigeria don't get more, there are some things when I don't fit talk online. Yeah. There are some young professors who I know where they can, who are my friends. They are into agro. Even private investors, they come in. I know the support system where they don't get because of, say, they don't do wahala, but they clever enough to embrace those programs. Like for southern part of the country now, especially the Delta, Niger Delta states, you know, we feel really see good land to farm. Government need to come in to help prepare those lands and then allow people to go in. But even if those programs are still put in place, some people will still come and say, well, we'll constantly say an opportunity to get money. Okay, without understanding, say, over time, this thing is supposed to be of good benefit to the people.
So you the time to corruption or?
No, see, many factors involved. So many factors involved. Now, when you do war, no friends for war now. You don't understand.
Okay, move to the call. Hello, good evening. Yeah, so what will be your name? Where they call watch us from?
My name is Rafael. They come from Isio.
Come from Isio?
Yes, they come from Isio.
Come where?
Isio.
Okay.
My name is Rafael. I will come from Isio.
Go straight to the point.
Yes. So, one thing I want to talk about this thing, the increment. One thing I want to talk about the increment of all those who they talk. Like today now, the price of diesel, the price of diesel will be say 90 they transport all those goods. Like this our present leader now, they call me diesel at the rate of 110 naira. But today now they buy diesel at the rate of 350 on above. So how things don't go up like that?
Okay. I just you almost solved the problem. Talk about it. You see, the country already did recession.
Yes.
before President Buhari taking. You agree with him?
No, I don't agree.
Oh, why you don't agree?
No, Nigeria don't take recession.
And not very so. I needed to buttress that part.
Go ahead.
That one a very strong aspect.
Okay.
But when it comes to for Nigeria now, none of the refineries they operate well.
Who go make her operate?
See,
Why not?
Why you no go operate? Who go make her operate? Why you no go
Make I
operate?
explain to you. From Warri here to Benin, they know they pump diesel or fuel come depot anymore. Do you know the amount of jobs where they lose? All these are political interest, and that political interest not stop for one place.
So okay, but why is they campaign?
Because a lot of time.
Now, if this you as a
May I tell you something?
Wait first, you as a Sada, you don't know say that a problem. Why you they campaign all the time say you won't solve our problem? You don't see the problem. You won't come solve am. As you enter, now the same regret where you the regret before, then you see the regret.
So in my case, you're not going to be like that. You know why? As I move the goal on a daily basis, I they identify people with the understanding of what our problems
But unfortunately, the same governors who have always told us the same thing, the same thing they do.
Make I tell you something.
Hello?
Anytime INEC they do election, anytime when they do election,
okay, bless the first day like, okay, hello? Good evening, sir. Where we are there, where they reach us from? ITV, yes. Go ahead. Come on from where your radio, the TV day.
Hello?
Come on from where your television day, too loud. The volume too loud. Come on from where your television day, too loud.
Okay. Hello?
We dey hear you, go ahead.
Hello?
We dey hear you, sir, go ahead.
I'm talking from I don't think you know exactly what it's like.
Go ahead.
I remember what it's like.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Regardless of the issue we are talking about in this now, the diesel are so expensive, somebody cannot even start anything. What are the government doing about it? Hello?
Go ahead.
What are they doing about it? Why can't they cannot rule us, they will lead us to know.
Sir, that's what I'm asking you now.
Yes.
You keep telling us that you know all the problems when you are campaigning.
So let me tell you.
But when you enter government, you start you can't blame people.
Okay, let me respond to it. You see, most of the callers we don't call today look at one aspect of it, which means the transportation and the cost of transportation of goods. Our refineries know they operate now.
Who go make the
Well, now, the reason why they talk of diesel, they know they talk of electricity. If electricity is stable, you go depend less on diesel. The Western countries, where they do what they call swap now. I get two companies, will be my friends, where get allocation, where they do swap for federal government. They'll carry our raw material, crude and go abroad. They go refiner, they go only take kerosene, diesel, and fuel, what they need. They'll leave the remaining 23 byproduct, 24 byproduct for the Western country to sell, make their money from refining it for. We get refinery. Our refinery know the work. Our power generation, all the money they don't put in, all they operate. If those things they say power day, then the cost of production will automatically drop. Because now generator, you need to take power the equipment to take produce these things. As these things they go up, evidently it will affect us because we also borrow and will not diversify our economy.
So we don't hear this thing plenty times.
Let me learn now.
The same thing when they talk to.
Let me learn.
Former President Jonathan talk am. Olusegun Obasanjo talk am.
Let me
even this governor, this CBN governor now for Soludo talk am. Those state governor talk am. Okowa talk am. President Buhari talk. It is the same thing.
Let me learn. Wait now. When it comes to issue of election, I want to talk two things. When you know, say everybody get fought for this matter to an extent, because they say now we should know where they pay now. Whenever they do election, you know who they carry to come oversee their election?
No.
And a professor. Professor. But that professor, the minute he talks, say the budget 100 billion now. If politicians say, okay, we'll collect certain amount for the money, professor take this to do it. You go surprise say the professor can't reach past Nigeria. Because he himself, if you say they do wrong, you go do wrong, nobody go ask anybody. Evidently, when they go election and you go vote, most people, the money where they budget for election, now people that they use and they pay.
Thank God say. So then, okay, thank God you are close to Atoro. Let me ask you one question. Are you sure that Mr. President he actually know the problem when Nigerians face.
You know.
You sure?
Wait.
You sure say they hear?
Let me tell you why I tell you say no.
I tell you.
President Buhari go always tell you say if you don't want to do election, not get money where they give person. For example, if election won't happen today, PDP, APC, and maybe a smaller party come out.
Sorry. Good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Yes. What do you? Why they call us all?
Mr. Chap, I didn't listen to this program. This is just like our way.
Okay.
I want to know from generation to generation, Nigeria will solve this problem because now human being, even though the organ is those like you go there tomorrow, now we thought that tonight go because only enough to do one.
Now only Nigeria the human beings there. Wait now, no, you don't talk here. Woman ask you a question. Those human beings now only Nigeria they. Okay, no. You know the shame say Ghana they do well, we don't do well. So how come that those people feel repair or we don't feel repair? Oh.
You see, these questions.
Yes.
This question where you throw to me. If you let me put out the explanation.
Okay, may I take this explanation? Go ahead, my brother. Good evening. Yes. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Edo State.
Where in Edo? Okay. Go ahead, sir.
Okay. But what I'm saying is that as of now, the situation of Nigeria is so critical. No electricity is the main problem we have in Nigeria. If we are able to tackle only one, it's okay. Like this electricity will be so actually help the community.
So you answer the question well.
You see, what thing I try to tell you be say, when election just happened for Anambra recently now, evidently, it shows say when the people choose to vote for a particular political party, and that is where their direction go based on the history of how Anambra exists. You see, say the Soludo where they Abga, he win a candidate where the party they center. People will go really fix this country, help fix this country as we they proclaim her. We, as maybe now, I be like prodigal son inside APC because I always disagree with most of the policies of government, even with the current state.
No,
let me tell you now.
We have always heard these things.
Listen now, because you yourself as a media man.
We don't hear from Obasanjo. We don't hear from. We keep hearing and hearing.
I tell you, say when election they happen, media people, by the time they get goodwill for one particular politician, they begin to push the message we know the correct to people to mislead them to vote for that person.
Okay.
I say now we should know where they pay. Everybody now culprit for this matter. Let us sit down and really look and say we know what our problems be. People don't call.
So are you saying that? Are you saying all these leaders now they don't know what our problem is?
If the leaders get issues, the medias get problem. The professor who had election campaign get problem because money don't change hand. The people where they vote get problem because money don't change hand. When these people already do what they right. And to look at somebody say they talk with them, they say get the idea. They really vote for it irrespective of the party where they come from. Now then the beginning of the problem will start.
Okay,
so they solve. Not as it be now.
You know what I find funny, eh? I am the president of Nigeria. I am the governor of Delta or Edo or Bayelsa State. This, my brother, they explain to us say for other countries that they get price control for prices of things. Now, is it me who is working in the media that will now tell Mr. President that he should establish price control board or whatever?
Okay, make I quickly just also comment there.
Okay.
You know, say book sense and common sense don't be the same. Book sense
common sense and practical.
Common sense and book sense.
So all the leaders know the guys now book sense. Yes. No one gets.
Anyway, no, make I talk now. Go ahead. We dey talk of price control board or regulatory board. You know will work for Nigeria.
Why?
You know why? You cannot control what you don't produce. That is the SCM of
So if you cannot control what you
you can't control what
can't you produce? What is stopping you from producing?
You get lights.
So who is to produce the light? Is it the man that is watching me or you?
The person who will produce the light. Now who the people choose to vote for power?
Wait.
When they don't collect money, they vote the wrong person.
I think I have the floor.
Go ahead.
Make me take a visit because of the people where they listen for us. They go back and say we dey shout.
Okay.
It go make we educate them.
Okay, go ahead.
So I started by saying you cannot control what you do not produce. If I am a farmer and I go to my farm to produce corn, if I am coming from my farm, I should determine how much I should sell my corn.
Yes.
The man who is going to do rice should determine how much he will sell his rice, and so on and so forth. You will ask government, ask Edo State government for example, how much production are you making? Agric, for example, how many farms do you have? What are you producing in those farms? You say transport. How many vehicles do you have? Not Benin City, you are looking at Ring Road or Luku. How many transport systems has the government put in place to transport these goods? How many persons are in this farm? Where are these farms located?
Okay, bless it.
What are you producing?
Bless it. Good evening, sir.
Hello, good evening.
Yes, your name, where you call us from?
Infrastructure.
I'm calling from Mekewan Barak. I'm Santos.
Go ahead, sir.
Please, this matter you are saying now, the respect of what this man is saying just now, this election that just did in Anambra, we had a lot of violence in that election. Yes. But at the end of the day, no media agreed to tell us, to agree to give us the full information about the irregularity in the election.
You go there?
Yes.
Were you there? Do you have the video? You have the evidence?
How people that are in that place?
No, now what did they tell you? I mean, you go there. No, wait now. Were you there or now? What did they tell you?
Because that's what this brother is saying.
Wait now, wait, no. Let's take it over there. You go there. I mean, what did they tell you? Hello?
See, that is just the truth.
Okay. So when you say price control board, the way they work for America and the UK and other parts of the world, you know they work for Nigeria here because you know we feel control waiting, you know they produce. In other words, government supposed get hand in all of this. You know they will tell us government has no business with business. Government has no.
You say government supposed to get hand.
We're not the produce yam. We're not the produce yam. We're not the produce plantain. We're not the produce yam. Why are they there for market?
We are talking of government, not you.
No, I didn't tell you.
How much assistance is government giving to these people? For example, there are farmers there. If they know, for example, when you say they know don't go far, they are assisted with fertilizers. I told you of one governor who gave out tractors free of charge for people to do their farm.
Because first and foremost, the people are knowledgeable along those lines.
I have not seen any tractor in the state that goes to any farm.
How many people want to really farm for it? They even know the value of
people
farm.
Want to farm. People want to farm. But is the government forthcoming? Are they ready? Is government ready to put money in agriculture?
Like if you talk down because you don't be politician, me be politician, I don't talk that kind of.
No. We are talking of whether government is ready. For example, when you want to look at when people talk of body language, you look at the budget. What has government planned to do? For example, I know that very soon they will be talking of going to present budget to the house. Go and check. That is the blueprint. That's what government wants to do. Government's intention is on the budget. Now check how much money they are putting in. Then apart from the money, talk about the conscious effort that government wants to put in there. Not necessarily I will put 10 billion in agriculture. How? When I come, I will renovate all schools. How? Go and look at what is happening all around. I am not a politician. I don't want to deride any politician. But let us face the practical reality. Price control board only works in where government works. In clients that government works. Not in a place like Nigeria or Edo, where you are not producing anything. You want to tell a local farmer in a belly how much is going to sell his
the government
hold on. Government is an institution. How much he will sell a tuber of yam? Meanwhile, the road with which he will go to the farm, you don't know. You have never been there. The market, you don't know. You have never been there. There is even no shade. Now you will tell the man your tuber of yam should be 5 naira. Meanwhile, he's under the shade. He has to buy his umbrella. The road where he will go to the farm.
He will pay daily tax.
So if government wants to be able to regulate these products, government should put the cards on the table. Let the farmers know how much you are going to give to them before you tell them how much product they should. Was it Kogi? Yeah, Anambra. In Anambra, for example, Obiano, what he did in the last 2 years was that he encouraged the farmers. He gave them money, he gave them fertilizer and so many things, and asked them to produce. And Anambra was now selling rice for Nigeria. The rice that you say made in Nigeria rice actually made in Anambra. That is Anambra rice. The government put money there, asked the farmers to produce, stored the product, and they started to sell to the people at subsidized rate. So we are eating Anambra rice, causing a man who is committed. Oh, Governor Obiano.
What about Edo?
I don't know what Edo is doing for now, except he comes out to tell us. Otherwise, people are there to advise.
You never see him for granted.
I never see him. So we want to see what the government is doing, the direction that government are taking. Have you observed? Go and check. Edo State city buses that they said they should be taking children to school on the road. How many are still on the road? Is the government willing to do anything? That time during COVID, they asked tuk-tuk driver carry 2 by like this, but they removed government's own. Government buses were retrieved and kept. They did not told private people who managed to buy fuel under that COVID to carry 2 passengers.
The media people never talk quick.
Time not to get
So you see, to wrap it up,
yes.
For me to say within at the time, like I tell you, if you want to really digress this matter, really establish and explain the different key performance indicators, different sectors that makes up a government, must be institution. First, infrastructure. If you travel from Benin to go Lagos today, you know they took cry again. Because why? They don't try for that road. That road has been ongoing since President Jonathan time. Buhari come, it continue. Being no say for north, the kind of money we don't enter north for farming. When people quiet, they be like drum with water.
Okay, can I make that they get only
they quiet.
Keep Minister of Agriculture for?
No, not because of that. Our people where they represent us.
We say Minister of Agriculture is always from the north.
No, our people where they CBN. Yeah. Now people from the south, now they represent us, but none of them ready even communicate to their satana. The minute the satana they talk to them, they go pretend as if they don't know them. Anything where they come south, now satanas they sit on now, not the northerners at all. Now we go solve our own problem right from the point of infrastructure, allow people to operate the way they get to operate, so that when road they easy, good way you go transport for 2 hours from Oriowa now. If road good that you use 30 minutes transporter, it means that you can even go twice a day for 1 hour. You don't make double the money. You go relieve the people who they produce them. When they produce yam, when they produce garri, when they produce pepper. But at the end, they still there for market. Outside the ones where they import. The truth is, if you have a government, like we said, we have the governor here now, technical. I'm surprised my big brother say he never see anything. If I talk that one now, he go say that because they are the opposition party. In any event, when people want vote for who need to represent them, the money where they accumulate, the money where ANEC they also to talk about, now money to produce for so many political parties in order to get them to participate. And when they go vote now, even if they don't say this man, if he enter there, he not go mind them. They prefer to collect 5,000 naira, vote for that man, and at the end they'll come vote out another 4 years of struggling. Who go supposed to do them, or get people join hands to do them, or attract people from abroad to join them do them? They not go one time because they'll say, now let this one be my own. So we are victims of circumstance, and together we need to fix it. Even the media too. Everybody get their role. Like that gentleman at the talk just now, you cut him off. Something happened for Anambra, they're not talking. You say whether he did there, whether a person tell him, bro, you feel there, your person go tell you what happened for Anambra, it will be true.
No,
so to attack him like that, say,
no, you go bring
you not give opportunity now. You not give opportunity.
No, see, when you want to talk that kind of, when you come on air, na fast.
Now everything where they see now broadcasting commission the
no, but that and win. Anything where you don't get the fact.
So the way you attack the guy, you never let her land.
Anything where you don't get the fact. Now win.
Because what that guy talk sense.
Yes, it feels like Gabon will do us next week Friday again. We'll do the part of this topic. We'll look at some of the factors where they encourage use and all of this. When we say they make them go into crime. That I want to say we know will stop because the way young people say go to crime, now one party.
Just a quick thing. You know when we contest for Congress the other day, what you talk about? The chairman, Francis Negbineki, stepped down. Me, myself, not stepped down.
Okay.
I stood by the people, but somebody come here and talk, say I stepped down. It mislead people, they lie.
Okay.
Those kind of things
anyway, you don't already talk your own side. That's what we'll tell up on the program today. We salute now. We'll by on Friday, on to Monday, we'll do it again. We'll look at another thing, which is the pushing young men into crime. And we want to show now, most of the vehicles, when we say, they kill our mothers and our fathers, partly for this southern Nigeria, till they buy, when they do transportation for other countries. So, we could stop that thing because not be the essence of life be that. We'll do it again on Monday. God willing, until then, God bless Nigeria. Well, I want to greet my friend and brother, Mama Miracle Shop, whom say they bury mother-in-law tomorrow. God bless Nigeria. Good night.